And we're underway, and it's a really short kickoff for Batson from the 11 to the middle of the field. And a flag comes in. Saran Neal with a special team stop. Cleat Blakeman.
Return, holding, return team number 49. At least 10 yards in the end of the run. First down, Tennessee.
Awful starting field position for the Titans from their 10. Don't give it to Henry. Tannehill dirts it out of his end zone for A.J. Brown.
To match up with Derrick Henry.
2nd and 10. Tannehill puts it in the belly of Henry. That's for a loss. Star Lotulelei. Bills rush 4. Tannehill shovels it ahead to Anthony. First to the tight end. And he just has enough, it looks like. 20 now on 1st and 10. 2 tight ends for the Titans. Pitch to Henry. Upended. Excellent stop, Tre'Davious White, the 22. Pressure. Tannehill able to get rid of it, and A.J. Brown could not make the catch. Jerry Hughes was coming after Tannehill. 3rd down. Tannehill steps, fires, and couldn't get it there. Wallace had the coverage.
Buffalo was already anticipating it by their defensive call. That's how you get off the field on 3rd down. That's championship standard.
Brett Kern still out of the lineup. Isaiah McKenzie fielding the Johnny Townsend punt. And he is wrestled down. Nick DeZubnar makes the special team stop. That's a 60-yard punt. He's got the right stuff and the right attitude. And here's Cole Beasley on 1st down.
Easy throw and catch.
2nd and 1. Give it to Devin Singletary. From the 31. Singletary, bottom of your screen. Coming across, Stephon Diggs makes a man miss. He's wrestled out of bounds by Amani Hooker, who is back in the Titans lineup tonight. 1st down for the Bills. Out of the gun. Play action. Allen wants to run for it. And closing fast was David Long to force him out, to give him 3 on the scramble. That's Beasley in motion. Singletary, single set back with Allen under center. Give it to Singletary. Able to break through, staying on his feet with the rip-away jersey. Gain of 14 down to the Tennessee 40. At the Titans 40, Buffalo's in business. Allen being chased by Long again. And on the other side of the field, Long will run him out this time. Fake to Singletary. It's Beasley again. As another 1st down, Rashaan Evans the stop, pick up a 12.
And it's something we're going to have to keep an eye on all night.
Allen will keep it. Crash down inside the 20.
See if they want to tackle.
2nd and 3. Allen to throw. Has Diggs. And a flag comes in.
Offside. Defense, number 90. Penalties decline. Yardage gains is enough for a 1st down.
Got the fullback Reggie Gilliam in there as well. Singletary out of the backfield. Not much for him. He's dragged down by Harold Landry. 2nd and 6 from the 8. It's Moss. Lowers the shoulder. Kevin Byard came up along with David Long. This drive for the Bills. 12th play coming. Allen all sorts of time. Now the pocket breaks down. Allen wants to throw it, and he'll just throw it into the turf. Rashaan Evans was chasing him, but man, Tennessee covered for a long time there. It's 4th down. Bass able to boot it through. A destination Much like Las Vegas, New Orleans, Miami, you get the idea. Batson another opportunity. Fake like he was going to throw that out to the 20-yard line.
Just trying to understand your cartoon.
Yep. Derrick Henry, the ball carrier. On the first drive, Henry had 2 carries just for 1 yard. But
the head coach here in short order. This team is well versed on the defensive side of the ball.
Fake it to Henry. Tannehill wants to throw, try to set up the screen. And Tannehill fell down. I don't know if he was tripped up or not.
Ineligible man downfield, offense number 60. Penalties decline, brings up third down.
Bill sends some heat. Tannehill to his left and throwing down the field. And nobody home. I guess A.J. Brown was the closest.
They're going to be together. You just have to trust A.J. Brown and Julio Jones to go up and make a tough play.
Townsend from about the 14. Isaiah McKenzie, returnable from the 31. Around the far side and just shy of midfield. Flags are about the 35-yard line or so. A couple of multiple flags.
There are 2 fouls on the receiving team during the play. On the return, personal foul, illegal blindside back, number 9. That penalty's declined. During the kick, holding, receiving team number 53. That's a 10-yard penalty from the end of the kick. First down.
That's the couple who raised him, living 50 years in the same house in West Seneca. And so again, coaching with a heavy heart tonight.
From the Buffalo community, a similar thing happening now.
There's Zach Moss, stopped in the backfield for a big loss. The loss of 3, Elijah Molden.
But he's a professional, and he said this is what his grandparents would want him to do, and that's why he is here.
Let's see what he dialed up on 3rd down and 10. Allen's going to be taken down. It's Harold Landry, the sack master for the Titans. Chester Rogers for the Titans at the 38. Hawk will boot it away. Nice punt. Rogers going to throw it across the field, and it's caught. Let's see if that was a forward pass or not. The Chris Jackson. Wow, some trickeration.
They throw it across the field.
Return, illegal forward pass, return team number 80. It's a 5-yard penalty in the spot of the foul. First down, Tennessee.
Yeah, see, that ball was definitely forward. He was on about the 27. It lands at the...
He's open up from the 29. 3 tight ends on 1st down and 10. Tannehill, little pump, and now get it to Derrick Henry.
Physical
Prior
man.
to the pass, holding defense, number 27. A 5-yard penalty, automatic first down.
It is Henry running behind Torrey Carter.
If they would have executed it perfectly, they had a good chance.
Should be more of that in pro football. That's a fun play. Tannehill looking. Julio Jones. First time targeted, first catch. Tannehill wants a big one. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And he's across midfield. Looking for Julio Jones. First turnover of the game.
Down the middle of the field, and Ryan Tannehill here just makes a bad read because he's basically viced in the back end, and it's just an easy high point catch for Jordan Poyer, who's one of the most instinctive safeties in the NFL.
Buffalo #1 in the NFL, plus 11 in turnovers. And they take over the Tennessee side of the field. Here's Allen. Able to get it out to the tight end, Dawson Knox. Singletary on the draw, down to the 30. Molden a stop, gain of 7 of Bob Greasy and those perfect Miami Dolphins. Allen underneath to Singletary. Got a man hanging around his leg, and that's David Long. From the Tennessee 24. That one floated. looking for Diggs, might have been tipped at the line of scrimmage. Isaiah McKenzie, and Long another tackle inside the 20, gain of 5. 3rd and 5 from the 19. Blitz comes up the middle. Allen throwing, got it to Diggs. Allen throwing, end zone. Looking for Gabriel Davis. Byard had the coverage. There is a flag down.
Pass interference, defense, number 37. Ball replaced at the spot of the foul. First down, Buffalo.
In his 10th year on 1st down and goal. Dawson Knox trying to turn the corner. Gets there, touchdown as flags come in.
Holding, offense, number 1. The 10-yard penalty from the previous spot, from the 5-yard line. Replay, first down.
Tennessee 10 miles from here. Bit of a homecoming, wanted to get him a touchdown. Here's Allen. Completes to McKenzie. Pushed out of bounds and the ball came loose. 2nd and goal, but from the 12. Zach Moss to the 10. Titans rush forward, good pocket. Allen throws and it's incomplete. Wanted Diggs. 28-yard field goal attempt. And able to kick that through. So Buffalo had a 1st and goal at the Tennessee 5. They have to settle for the field goal. Holding penalty was a crusher. Batson, another opportunity out beyond the 20. And he won't get any further than that. Jake Kumaro on the special team stop. There's Derrick Henry trying to get the big guy going, and he's going. And when I say going, he might go all the way. Nobody's going to catch him. Derrick Henry, touchdown. 76 yards. There are no flags.
Give credit here to the wide receiver, Westbrook-Ikhine and Swain. Watch them come down, and then the cut from Derrick Henry. Great vision. Once he gets past that first level, watch the speed between the safeties.
Yeah, I tell you, look, Micah Hyde took a bad angle, and you can't afford to take the wrong angle against Derrick Henry. Sometimes that happens so fast when someone breaks onto the 2nd level with a guy with his speed. You have to be perfect as far as your run entry. Because if you're not, it's a house call.
7-6 Titans. McKenzie, 3 yards deep in the end zone, will bring it out. And rushes out to the 28-yard line. Handoff.
These guys are bringing it, and it's going a long way towards this game plan.
There's the blitz. Landry able to knock it free. And the ball comes out. And Jeffrey Simmons is running it in. I beg your Danico Autry, but there are flags down. That's not going to count. But great pressure by Harold Landry.
After the play, dead ball, personal foul, defense, number 51, a 15-yard penalty for the dead ball spot. First down, Tennessee.
And we say good evening to John Parry. 1st and 10 from their own 41. Swing it out to Singletary. Hit by a couple of Titans, Hooker and Jenkins.
Checking at the line of scrimmage, diagnosing defense.
Allen has good protection, finds Emmanuel Sanders. Down to the 35, pick up a 21, working on Caleb Farley. And we'll see if he can finish tonight. Get your report on him when we can. 1st down and 10, Allen comes out firing. Again, it's Emmanuel Sanders. Just have 2 field goals to show for the previous 2. Here comes the pressure. Allen trying to set it up for Singletary. And Long will make another tackle along with Bud Dupree.
And now another knee injury, looks like, in this game.
Chris Jackson in there for Farley. The throw and the catch. Touchdown. Stephon Diggs. Good for 14 in the score. And he's now tied with his brother, Trayvon. They each have 2 touchdowns this season, except Trayvon's a defensive back.
Just watch this release by Stephon Diggs. No help in the middle of the field. If you're sitting there in outside leverage like Jackrabbit Jenkins is, that's easy.
Yeah,
it's easy. You're taking away the outside, you have no middle of the field help. That's like stealing.
Here's the harsh reality. They're without Christian Fulton, and now Caleb Farley goes down. The point I was trying to get to, but I couldn't. They scored so fast. Was they got Jackrabbit Jenkins.
Batson from about the 1. Get out to the 21-yard line. Bills have run 31 offensive plays. The Titans just 13. Derrick Henry bouncing off people. Tannehill wobbles one out of bounds. Chester Rogers was there. Flag comes in
From Sean McDermott.
Offense number 64. That penalty's declined. Brings up 3rd down.
I'm going to stick up for the officials even if you won't.
3rd down and 8.
Glad you read it.
Bit of a low snap. Tannehill. Flag is out. Tannehill will throw down the field. Off the helmet. Julio Jones catches it. And let's see. They're going to say he was out of bounds. Off the helmet of Micah Hyde. And there's a lot to unpack there.
The ruling on the field is a completed catch at the 29-yard line. There are 2 fouls against the defense on the play. Offside, number 98, that penalty's declined. Pass interference, number 23, that penalty's declined. 1st down, Tennessee.
Even better, we get a great highlight out of it with a catch by Julio Jones.
That's his great concentration and not giving up on the play. Micah Hyde has his back turned to the ball, can't really continue to shadow and stay in phase with Julio. And these are the kind of effort plays they're going to need to make. Look at him just touch the left toe. Yeah, Julio, go ahead and smile, big boy. That's a
Julio
great play.
Jones, 862 catches. That might be a unique one for him in his career. Henry. He pushed down Addison. 2nd and 13. Gets it out quickly to Chester Rogers. Down to the 25. That's A.J. Brown in motion. 3rd down and 6. Tannehill throws too high for Julio. From 43. And he's got that.
And they definitely respect his playmaking ability, of which they're going to need a lot of it.
Julio's next catch will put him in the top 25. Here's Allen. Hit as he throws, and it's intercepted. It's Kevin Byard. Byard down at the 11.
He's on the tight end, Dawson Knox, and Dawson Knox releases. He just gets around the rookie, Spencer Brown, and gets a hand on the arm of Josh Allen.
We talked about Kevin Byard in the open. Tips and overthrows. Defensive backs are always taught to run to the football.
And under 5 to play in the half. Tannehill gives it to Henry. Crashes down to the 4. Trying to get in the end zone. Kendall Lamb is checked in Luan's spot. 2nd down and 3. Tannehill trying to run for it. Reaches across. Touchdown. And the Titans retake the lead.
Great response. They're trying to make the, watch Mario Addison right here. They're going to put him in conflict. As Tannehill puts the ball in the belly, he takes the back, and it's one-on-one with the safety. And great effort from Ryan Tannehill to get it in the end zone.
When you have a quarterback who can run the football down on the goal line in the red area, it just makes it infinitely more difficult for the defense. And there's a perfect example of it.
Bullock the extra point. Go for the touchback. 17-13. The Bills have so rarely trailed They find themselves behind for the second time tonight. Zach Moss, and that's in doubt right now. 2nd and 3. Josh Allen looks to carry, and he'll slide down after getting the first down right in front of Byard. Long coming, picked up nicely by Moss.
Diggs wide open down the field. Absolutely.
Allen, quick throw. Gabriel Davis, excellent tackle.
They need to make sure they tighten up on the back end.
3rd and 5. Allen has time, hit as he throws, able to complete. It's Stephon Diggs. Out of the 2-minute warning, 1st down and 10 for the Bills. Zach Moss, keep the good news coming, Lisa, thank you. 2nd down and 8. Allen to throw, and able to complete. Stephon Diggs has the 1st down.
Might as well throw at him.
Pocket breaks down, Allen is tripped up, and he'll leap forward. Harold Landry. Good pocket, off his back foot, and off the hands of Zach Moss. The Titans are thinking they might have had another interception there. Allen looking left, flags come in, Diggs caught it, but they shut the play down.
False start. Offense, number 79. 5-yard penalty. Still 3rd down.
Stephon Diggs is not out there. 3rd and 13. That's Beasley in motion. Allen under some pressure. He'll run out of there and throw. End zone, and all by himself is Cole Beasley for the Buffalo touchdown.
And he gets too caught up on the guy running up the numbers.
Doing too much.
You just got to play with depth and play with vision. That's a great call on the part of Brian Daboll.
He's doing too much right there, right? Jackrabbit Jenkins is a corner. You go invert, he becomes a safety, and then he doesn't read it right.
Gives us the 4th lead change of the game.
Yeah, I'm sure Shane Bowen would want that call back. I don't know if you want to put those guys in those situations like that.
It's A.J. Brown in motion, top of your screen. Conservative to start. Well, that looked like the beginning of the 76-yard run, too, by Derrick Henry. Tremaine Edmonds said, not that time.
And all the missed opportunities that Mike Vrabel has had in the first half and the mistakes, it's a 3-point game.
And the 15th consecutive regular season game, the Bills have a halftime lead. But then the Titans defense started the break, especially late, as we approached halftime. Ball in the air. Isaiah McKenzie will run it out for the Bills. And he is crashed down.
It's going to be an all-day affair in the secondary.
Singletary. Swing pass from Allen. Abel didn't look pleased for any of the first 30 minutes from what I could see. From their own 24. Complete. It's Stephon Diggs. And he stepped out.
And Chris Jackson, he's going to have to be on top of his game.
Allen. Dawson Knox ahead for the 1st down. Pick up a 12. Love those stories. You walk on, special teams player gets your opportunity, and he and Josh Allen are close friends. Cole Beasley having himself a gain. Mix in a little ground game with Devin Singletary, just to keep the defense honest. David Long is in there. Who else?
Rocking a hard place.
It's a tough assignment for him.
Allen wanted to run up the middle, and it closed up on him. 3rd quarter. Blitz is picked up. Allen gets rid of it. Beasley can't hang on. 4th down. On the way, and tucks it inside the goalpost.
There were a lot of Bills fans when we were driving into the stadium.
No question. Hard-pressed to find a Titans jersey. Here's Chester Rogers. No Cameron Batson back. The big play on offense for the Tennessee Titans.
During the return, able to use the hands to the face. Kicking team number 21. A 10-yard penalty from the end of the run. First down, Tennessee.
That's fast for anybody, but much less 250.
Career high and fastest run for Derrick Henry to Pater. Here's Henry. He'll be slowed down, but not until he gets the first down. Next yard will give him 100. Not going to be on this time. And that ball is knocked down and nearly intercepted. Here's Henry. You saw that gap open up. And who wants to make a business decision? Micah Hyde had to, or it might have been 6. Gonna be a false start. You see Henry's frustrated. Got palms in the air.
Offense number 22. 5-yard penalty. Still first down.
But the only person he can be mad at is himself. Bobby Rainey of the Bucks ran 80 yards in week 14. And another flag comes in. Titans are clapping for this one.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense, number 93. A 5-yard penalty. Still first down.
This is a perfect time for a shot play.
Pressure up the middle. He might have wanted the shot, Lewis.
Sure did.
And had the pressure coming at him. Off the hard count. Henry right into the pile. Tannehill waits for Brown to clear. Can't get to the marker. Gonna throw for it. Tannehill. There it is. A.J. Brown coming across the middle on a massive conversion. On a 4th and 2, they get 15. Back to Henry now. To the 11. Looking for another 11 right here. 2nd and 6. Tannehill has to throw. Able to complete to Jeff Swain, his tight end. Tannehill trying to get Brown to come open. Too far. 2nd and goal. Julio Jones, bottom of your screen. Give it to Henry. Into the end zone. Titans touchdown. Tied at 23.
Here he is right here. Watch this collision. Saffold's trying to block him, and right there he gets Henry, and he says, no, I am not going down. I am getting in the end zone.
Here's Bullock for a rather important extra point. Splits the uprights.
If anybody should feel good about themselves, it's him, but he's so team-oriented. Really a joy to talk to.
Touchback, Lisa Salters.
Than he has ever bought for his own wife.
Got to take care of those who take care of you. Again, the Bills have not found themselves trailing much all season. Down by a point. Give it to Zach Moss. Good patient run by Moss.
It makes them much more multiple, which is the buzzword across the NFL now.
On 3rd and 1.
And Josh's
false start. Offense, number 73. 5-yard penalty. Still third down.
3rd and 6. Diggs has been the guy on 3rd down. Not that time, it's Cole Beasley. Diggs and Beasley both with 77 yards each receiving. Looking to add to that total. It's Emmanuel Sanders.
He stopped and received the throw.
Pressure's picked up. Allen throwing for Sanders. And knocked away at the last second. Chris Jackson saw to that.
And he just got to hang on.
Allen gets rid of it. The Dawson knocks. Jackson comes up with a stop. David Long there as well. 3rd and 7. Allen looked like he wanted to load up, and he does. For Diggs, underthrown, and the flags come in. And of course, go after Breon Borders.
Or be an interference.
Defense, number 39. Ball placed in the spot of foul. First down, Buffalo.
And the officials gave him the opportunity to substitute with Buffalo changing personnel. Allen with Beasley. And he's going to be just short.
Back inside where Molden is coming inside out, and they're fighting for that football.
Bills going quickly and still no signal. Got the fullback Gilliam in. Allen wants to throw out of it. Back of the end zone, it's caught. It's Tommy Sweeney for the touchdown. And the first career touchdown for Tommy Sweeney.
What a nice job by Brian Daboll. Watch Tommy Sweeney right here come across the formation. But he brought in big personnel, make you think they're going to run the football. I thought they were going to run the football.
Up 5, go for 2. Got him. Knox wants to throw it back for Josh Allen for the 2-point conversion. And it's a Buffalo special. Little razzle-dazzle. Bills by 7. And Vrabel, who's done that to the opponents, gets some of his own medicine.
Love it. You got to have a little fun. You know, this group, these Buffalo Bills, they love hanging around each other. They love being together.
Right? And they've been moving the football.
Marcus Johnson. Out beyond the 30 and out to the 35. Tannehill trying to set up the screen for Henry. Who wants a piece of him? 2nd and 6 to open the 4th. Derrick Henry will fall forward. 3rd and 5. Tannehill rifles one in, that time to A.J. Brown. Puts it in the gut, Derrick Henry. 2nd and 3rd effort will get him a couple. Trying to suck in the defense and hit A.J. Brown to the 25. Motions Johnson top of your screen now. It is Henry. And he does get better.
Coming at you at 21.8 miles an hour. It's kind of tough.
Pounded on you for 4 quarters.
Yeah.
And then they get him in space. And he tries to work on the little guys. Flag comes in.
Holding offense, number 76. 10-yard penalty, replay 2nd down.
2nd and 17. Bills rushing 4. Quick throw. A.J. Brown. 6 catches, 69 yards. Here's 3rd and 11. Tannehill. Across for Julio Jones. Well short of the marker. Tremaine Edmonds made sure that gave him 5, and it's 4th down.
He thought he had man. He had 2 deep zone.
Randy Bullock. Been good from 43. This from 38. And get this. It's possible he could play Monday night against New Orleans. That would be something.
That's great news.
And he's in the backfield. Now goes out with a pattern, and it's Diggs.
Titans as Chris Jackson is back on the field at corner, so no Breon Borders.
Quick throw, batted up in the air, and Tannehill, the smart veteran play to knock it to the turf as an incomplete pass. This is kind of Bud Dupree time to make a big play. Good get off, but the other way, Allen is throwing for Diggs, and it's a 1st down.
Pass interference, defense, number 35. That penalty's declined. Yardage gained is sufficient for a 1st down.
Allen in some trouble, and it's going to be dropped. And they're tightening up in Nashville. Allen loads and fires middle of the field, and it is knocked away. Breon Borders nearly made the play of the game, had the interception, and then he couldn't hang on. Pocket is good. Allen loads up. It's a wobbly pass. And out of bounds.
That was the best series that I've seen this defense play, and it gives them a chance here late in the 4th.
Matt Hawk for just the 2nd time tonight. Chester Rogers in a whole lot of traffic. And all of that for a Derrick Henry run. for about a yard. Tannehill flushed, throwing on the run. Westbrook-Akina, first catch and a first down. Tannehill's hit his last 6. Across the middle, who else? A.J. Brown for Tennessee. Pitch it to Henry. Won't get back to the line. Oh boy. Still no Julio Jones, 2nd and 11. Bills rush 5. Tannehill unloads. Westbrook-Akina all of a sudden a factor here. Clean pocket for Tannehill. From the Buffalo 22. Trying to set up the screen for Henry. First man misses. And he's going to be about a yard short of the first down. Derrick Henry into the second level and into the end zone. Touchdown.
In a hurry. You got the reach, you got the kick out. Now Micah Hyde's going, thank you very much. Thank you very much for letting this big joker up on me in the open field, and it's 6.
Bullock, the extra point, just got that one through. A Monday night game had 7 lead changes. Like I said, we might not be done with the lead changes either. In a field goal game, Josh Allen and the Bills getting ready. Isaiah McKenzie will decide where they get the ball from. A flag flies in as McKenzie flies down the sideline. The flag is down on the field, and McKenzie just realizes it now. Wiping out what would have been a 101-yard kick return touchdown.
During the return, holding return team. Number 9, ball enforcement, 28-yard line, spot a foul, first down.
He might be important down the stretch. Here's Allen to throw. Has time. Able to complete to Emmanuel Sanders.
That's not where you want him to be.
No.
Allen steps underneath. Nice grab by Zach Moss for the first down. Allen from the gun. Pressure coming. It's Cole Beasley. Didn't stop the clock. It winds. 1.5 minutes left. Allen on the scramble. Throwing middle of the field. Wide open is Gabriel Davis. And now he's surrounded by 5 Titans. And they bring him down. Hand off to Zach Moss. Heading towards the 4th. 2nd and 6. Can they hold him to a field goal? Allen, back of the end zone, incomplete. Breon Borders
In the pocket if you're Tennessee.
3rd and 6. Allen wants to run out of there. Titans try to punch that ball out. Allen will try to leap for the first.
Left as opposed to the right.
Ruling on the field is that the runner is down was out of bounds with the ball half a yard short of the line to gain. It'll be 4th down at that spot. Buffalo takes its 2nd timeout. This will be a 32nd timeout.
That's a massive call right there. Allen leans forward, and I don't think he got there. Josh Allen looked like he slipped down. Naquan Jones stuffed the hole, Josh Allen. And it's Titans football. And maybe the game.
Not enough room for the first down. Again, I love the decision from Sean McDermott. You trust your players. You have one of the best players in football, and Josh Allen at 240 pounds. You're going to win the game. Again, I don't think that's a huge risk from Sean McDermott. Honestly, I don't. This team is 4-1 coming into this game, and he's building a culture here where he trusts his players, and he's putting the ball in his best players' hands, and that's Josh Allen. So again, I love the decision to go win the game and to continue to build that culture. It was just a better play from Jeffrey Simmons.
See McDermott now talking to the officials. Vrabel comes over for the quick handshake. And there are zeros on the clock, and this one has gone final. And it belongs to the Titans.